Have you ever felt like your entire world was crumbling right before your eyes? Like everything you built, everything you believed in, everything you worked for, just disappeared in a single moment? I want you to close your eyes for a second and remember that moment when fear knocked on your door. Maybe it was a devastating diagnosis. Maybe it was a phone call that changed everything. Maybe it was betrayal from someone you trusted with your whole heart. Maybe it was financial ruin that left you wondering how you'd survive tomorrow. In that moment, when the ground beneath your feet felt like quicksand, when your breath became shallow and your heart raced with panic, when you looked around and realized you were utterly alone, where did you turn? Because here's what nobody tells you about those dark valleys. They're not accidents. They're not punishments. They're not signs that God has abandoned you. No, my friend. Those moments when life falls apart, they're actually invitations. Invitations to discover a faith so powerful, so unshakable, so deeply rooted in the promises of God that no storm, no tragedy, no fear can ever destroy it. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to transform your deepest fear into your greatest testimony of faith. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will change everything. Here's the truth that will set you free. Fear and faith cannot coexist in the same space. They're like light and darkness. When one enters, the other must leave. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think faith means never feeling afraid. They think faith means having all the answers, seeing the whole path clearly, knowing exactly how God will work things out. And when they don't feel that certainty, when their hands still tremble and their minds still race with worry, they believe they've failed. They believe their faith isn't strong enough. But let me tell you something that might shock you. Biblical faith isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to trust God in spite of it. It's saying, I'm terrified, but I'm still moving forward because I know who holds my future. You see, the enemy wants you to believe that if you're afraid, God isn't with you. That's the lie that keeps you paralyzed. That's the lie that makes you think you're doing this alone. But Scripture tells us something completely different. In Isaiah 41 verse 10, God doesn't say, don't be afraid because nothing bad will happen. No, He says, fear not, for I am with you. He acknowledges the fear, but He promises His presence. And that presence, my friend, that's where your power lives. Not in the absence of the storm, but in the certainty that you're not facing it alone. God isn't asking you to be fearless. He's asking you to be faithful. Let me take you to the Sea of Galilee, to a moment that changed everything for 12 terrified men. The disciples were in a boat, and Jesus told them, let's go to the other side. Simple instruction, clear destination. But here's what happened. While Jesus slept in the back of the boat, a furious storm erupted. Waves crashed over the sides, wind howled like a demon, and these experienced fishermen, men who had survived countless storms, were convinced they were about to die. And where was Jesus? Sleeping. Peacefully sleeping while His followers panicked. They shook Him awake, screaming, Master, don't you care that we're drowning? And Jesus stood up, looked at the chaos around them, and spoke 3 words that silenced everything. Peace, be still. Immediately the wind stopped. The waves became like glass, total calm. But then Jesus asked them a question that pierces through centuries, straight into your heart right now. Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? Think about this. Jesus didn't rebuke them for waking Him up. He rebuked them for forgetting who was in the boat with them. They had the Son of God right there, and they still thought they could drown. Here's your revelation. The same Jesus who commanded that storm is in your boat right now. The same power that silenced the wind is available to you in this moment. Your storm isn't too big for Him. Your situation isn't too complicated for Him. He's not sleeping because He doesn't care. He's resting because He's already won. So here's what I need you to understand right now, in this very moment. Your faith isn't measured by how calm you feel. It's measured by what you choose to believe when everything around you screams that God has forgotten you. Faith over fear isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily, hourly, sometimes moment-by-moment choice to fix your eyes on Jesus instead of the waves. And I promise you this, when you make that choice, when you decide to trust God, even when life is falling apart, something supernatural happens. Your perspective shifts, your strength multiplies, your peace becomes unexplainable to everyone watching your life. They'll look at you going through hell and wonder why you're still standing, still praising, still believing, and you'll be able to say, because Jesus is in my boat. Listen, the storm you're in right now, it has an expiration date, but the faith you build in this storm, that's eternal. God is using this very moment to forge an unshakable trust in you that will carry you through every future battle. So stop begging God to calm your storm and start declaring His sovereignty over it. Stop asking, why me? And start proclaiming, God, I trust you. If this message is reaching your spirit right now, do me a favor. Hit that like button, because someone else scrolling right now desperately needs to hear this. Comment, Jesus is in my boat, so this reaches more people who are drowning in fear. And remember, faith over fear isn't just a saying, it's your victory declaration. God's got you. He's always had you. Now believe it.